I'm Ashley. I'm recovering from anorexia nervosa, and what's up? So this is my little Ed scale. I designed him. I mean, not designed him. I didn't manufacture him or anything, but I went and bought this for like $9 at Walmart. And I decided to give him a little face because I think giving him some emotion to show how evil he is can would just be cute and help to better emphasize what I'm going for with this video. I have thought for a very long time about what I wanted my first impression to be, and I think that I've decided that this is it. So whether you're white, black, brown, Asian, young, old, tall, short, male, female, it doesn't matter. Your individual worth and value is equally immeasurable. So I wanted to just kind of tell you my story first with Mr. Ed here, or Mr. Ed the scale. For me, it started out relatively harmless, but it quickly became an obsession. I used to weigh myself at least 10-15 times a day after every meal, when I got up in the morning, whenever I took a bath, every time I used the restroom, just anything that happened during the day that would give me the excuse to go pop on Mr. Ed, I would take it. And even at the tiniest shifts in weight, like maybe a 1/10 of a pound, my outlook on the day and future actions were determined by whatever the little number was that I saw pop up on that screen. 105.5 and 105.4 was the difference between whether I allowed myself to eat or not that day. It was the difference between what I wore, how comfortable I felt, how much I body checked throughout the day. It really just determined everything. But most importantly, it determined what I felt about myself. When my scale first got taken away, I was livid. I was furious. I mean, it was probably, so I got admitted in the fall of 2018, and it was probably 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half into my stay there when my scale got taken away. And like I said, I was so upset. There were so many times that I would just break down into tears. I would fight my doctors and my parents relentlessly, just begging for one last look. And it took about 2 weeks following the scale getting taken before my outlook started to change. I slowly began to realize just how much of my time that I had spent and just how much emotion that I expended over this little inanimate object. So I have been without my scale for about 2 years now. And don't get me wrong, I am not trying to suggest that scales are these evil, terrible things and that they should be eradicated from the face of the earth. No, was feeling themselves starting down that dangerous, slippery slope of obsession. don't carry it anymore. You don't deserve to have a number glowing on a little screen on a piece of metal determine your worth and who you are as a person. Okay. I no longer have to deal with this obsession anymore, but I used to. And I know that Ed is going to try to convince you that you need to, that your sole purpose in life only consists of what you see on that little screen. And sometimes for a few fleeting moments, I just get that embedded desire to go rummage through my house and find wherever my parents' hiding places that they stored my old scale so many years ago. But as I said before, that desire is fleeting. And I have felt the difference between life with and without the scale. And I cannot deny the fact that that my life has been so much fuller without it. Okay, before we go condemn Ed to his death, I just wanted to tell you a quick little story, because all of this talk about the scale reminded me of this thing that has still stuck with me. So when I was in the hospital, I had a therapist. Her name was Amy, and I hope that it's okay to just say her first name. I won't go any further than that, so that you can't like go hunt her down or find her or something. But Amy had a mallet, and a pair of safety goggles stowed away in her desk, and it was always there, and it was just that silent promise of like that offer, you know, that to any of her patients, that if they wanted to bring in their Mr. Eds and beat him up, then we would totally do it. I never got to bring in my original scale and do that because it was a little fancier than this one. It connected to my dad's Fitbit, and I understand why he didn't want to let me destroy that scale. But so I went out to Walmart the other day and I went and got this little cheap Mr. Ed. But I feel good about it. I spent my own money on it, and I think it's gonna mean a lot more than any exhilaration I would have felt from smashing original Mr. Ed. Without further ado, let's go! Okay, my hair is way too frizzy for me to continue. But anyways, if y'all want to see more stuff like this, I think we're gonna have a good time together. I'm excited to start this channel and go on this journey. I want to create a support group, kind of atmosphere where everyone feels safe and heard. I want to hear your stories. I'm excited. And I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye. You are enough. You are so enough. It's unbelievable how enough you are. All right, bye. Time to bury.